Hi everyone, welcome to Sunny Day Discussions. I am Sunny Day. And today I want to talk to you about sheep in MAGA's clothing. Because all of these people who drape themselves in patriotism or, drape themselves in the flag and the red, white, and blue and eagles and all of this patriotic stuff and claim and scream the loudest that they're for America and they're for our Constitution and they're for everything America stands for. Well, they don't really understand, I don't think, what America stands for. Because everything that they say, everything that they like Trump for, is the exact opposite of what America stands for. They say that they're okay with Trump being a dictator. Some, for only a day, say that that's only okay for a day, but others are okay with him just becoming a dictator. We are a democratic republic. And if you truly love this country and our Constitution, you would be appalled that your candidate of choice would say that. If Biden said that, he no longer has my support whatsoever, because that is anti-American. And the fact that he is trying to close the borders. This country was founded on immigration. We're all immigrants here unless we're indigenous. We're all immigrants. And to support someone who says, we're going to close the border, we're not going to let any more in, that is the exact opposite of what America stands for. And I'm not saying open borders. Obviously not. That could be chaotic. But I'm just saying we can't just shut the borders. We gotta have a comprehensive reform of the border. And then to say that this country was founded on Christianity, that this country was built to support Christianity, that we need Christianity in our schools and in our government. That's the exact opposite of what this country was founded for. We were founded because people were fleeing religious persecution because they didn't have the same beliefs as the country that we were fleeing from. Religious freedom. Now, religious freedom does not mean religious freedom for Christians and everyone else has to conform. That means the freedom to practice whatever religion you believe in or to practice no religion. That's what that means. Yet they're trying to push Christianity on everybody. They want to put it in the schools. Even when I was on the school board, when we had to stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance, I refuse to say it because I don't believe in the Christian God. We are not one nation under God. That was added later. I would stand respectfully, face the direction of the flag, put my hands behind my back, and stay quiet. But I wouldn't say that because we are not a theocracy. We are a democratic republic. The lies that these sheep in MAGA clothing believe as well is just mind-boggling. I mean, I don't even know where to begin or anything because it's all over the place. They believe whatever their false prophet tells them to believe. Whatever Trump says in their minds is absolute fact, whether there's evidence to prove him wrong or not. They believe everything he says, and they truly believe that he is the chosen one that will save America and make it this country. Even though they say make America great again, they want to make it into a country that never existed. It's just their false perceptions of what they want the country to be. A romanticized version of this country in their minds. And again, it's this romanticized version of back when everyone was free and we all had our rights. But when was that? There was never a point in this American history where everyone was free, where everyone had equal rights. We still don't have equal rights in this country for everybody. So this romanticized version that they want to go back to, that Trump promises them, doesn't exist, has never existed, and if all goes well, will never exist. As their party are systematically stripping away the rights of women, of the LGBTQ plus community, they're stripping away voting rights from areas of color in the red states. They're doing everything they can to take away the rights of people while screaming that the Democrats are taking away the rights of the people. And maggots are bought into it, hook, line, and sinker, even though they cannot point to a specific right that the Democrats have taken away. Yet we can point to many rights that the Republicans have taken away. So it just blows my mind that a small portion of this country, larger than I would like, but yes, a small portion of this country, is so hypnotized by this Mango Mussolini. And there's no having any debates or conversations with people who are so devoutly devoted to Trump. Because no matter what you say, no matter the evidence you promote or show them to prove that they're wrong, they won't believe it. It's a deep state conspiracy. All of these far-right Republicans that have come out to speak out against Trump, the deep state got them. The deep state got them. So when you have a group of people that doesn't believe anything their eyes see and only believe what Trump tells them, the only way to fix that is to remove him from the picture, meaning don't vote him into office, let him go through his trials, get sentenced, and get him out of the public spotlight. And then his power will fade. And they will slowly, I believe, start waking up. Now, on the issue of Gaza and Biden's stance in his unwavering support with Israel, I agree. There's a whole bunch of us out there that just cannot stomach Biden's unwavering support of Israel, who cannot stomach the spin that his administration is trying to promote to try to convince people that a famine and a genocide are not occurring as we speak. But people are waking up and starting to see the reality of it because of apps like TikTok, because of social media, because the mainstream media doesn't cover the reality of it. But we can see it. And so their lies and spin are not breaking through to those of us who have seen what is occurring. And it's forcing Biden to start changing his tone on his support for Israel. Because when you have even Nancy Pelosi coming out, and I think it's probably just show, just a staged event, but even she's coming out and saying, we cannot give any more supplies to Israel without restrictions. I just have to ask those of you who feel like I do about Biden, but are determined to sit out this election, how do you think Trump would handle it if he got elected again? Would he be pliable or open to discussions about even a two-state solution? Would he have empathy for Palestinians who are dying? Would he throw his support 100% behind Netanyahu and say, let's just finish it? And fall in line with the Republican guy, I can't remember his name, who said, might as well just nuke him, get it over with. And then do what his son-in-law, Kushner, said, and just build properties along the ocean front because it would be so profitable. Trump would not handle it any better than Biden. In fact, he would handle it worse. And the same goes for Russia and Ukraine. Trump said he can end that conflict or war overnight. But the way he would do that would be to let Russia take Ukraine. But Russia's not going to stop there. We all know that. But Trump is a fanboy of dictators like Putin. And so to have Trump come into office and to sit out this election because you're so against what Biden's doing with the Israel-Gaza thing, we run the risk of not only putting Trump in office, which is horrible, but of making the situation in Palestine worse. By making the situation in Ukraine worse. And by doing that, making the situation in Europe worse, because globally, we would all be worse if we who are upset at Biden sat home and Trump got elected. The democracy in this country would be over. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it won't ever happen. We have institutions in place that would stop that and prevent that like it did last time. Well, Trump learned from last time not to put people in place who would put a stop to his most egregious tendencies. He would fill his administration with yes men. And globally, we'd all be a lot worse off. So my advice is to not sit out this election, plug our nose, vote for Biden, and from there we can work on this country again. And vote in better people. Down ballot. It's got to start down ballot. We can't just immediately go for the presidency and the Senate and the House. It's got to start down ballot. And on the state level. Because the more progressives we get in the state level, the more progressives will get into Congress and the House and Senate, which will give us a more progressive president. So 2024, plug our nose, vote for Biden, and then get to work making this country what it could be and what it should be. So that's all I have for you today. That's my rant. If you like what I do, like, share, subscribe, vote. No matter how big, how small, your vote matters, and read everything you can get your hands on. It matters. I'll see you next time.